ready to roll out.
Hey everybody, SDM Kahuna here, and welcome back to World of Tanks. Today, posting a replay in my KV-1 on the wonderful Common map. Now, this is one of these games I want to highlight why my mindset when I go into the game is I'm in it to fight to the last shell, to the last little bit of health. Even if I'm not going to survive, and that's probably a little spoiler alert, do as much as you can. Now, I decide, right, I'm going to have to get into this fight, so up the middle's the only way to go. If I could only get these tanks out of my road, that'd be a good start. Now, I must admit, I was trying to push the Keeney out of the road gently, but he kept hacking into me. I had no other option but to push through. So if you're watching this, my apologies. That was a dick move, but I had to do that.
Penetration.
So one at the Panzer IV on the move. Cruiser Mark
They're
IV.
knocked out.
Gone. So enemies down 2 tanks with a VK.
Penetration.
Also with a B1 pushing round. Let's get one into this guy, shall we?
Enemy armor is hit.
That was close. I knew artillery would be watching, but can't go wrong with a bit of luck every now and then. So let's see what this B1's up to. Keeping an eye on the eastern flank as well. Oh, see, here's Mr. B1.
We didn't penetrate their armor.
God bless him, there's not much you're going to do in this situation.
Penetration.
He's front on against the KV-1. This is just a turkey shoot. Let's keep on track.
Enemy armor is damaged.
And
Enemy armor is
so
destroyed.
there's number 2. Now I've watched the KV-1 coming up on the mini-map. He's pushing the low route. So let's go say hello.
We didn't penetrate their armor.
And bounce off the rear. Typical. Let's go.
Penetration.
So that's through the side. Looks like he's got the
Enemy is hit.
300 mil on. Judging by that shot.
Enemy armor
Yes.
is damaged.
Set him
Enemy
alight.
fuel tank is hit.
And
Gotcha.
there's number 3. So we're 8-5. As Panzer IV's pushed through, we've got a T-28 and a T-34. Another enemy KV-1 at the base. Western flank's nice and secure. Don't need to worry about those guys. They've got enough firepower and enough armor. Let's see if I can help out the AT-2. So, KV-1 in a bush, killing your dudes. 381.
Critical hit.
Well, that was an awful shot.
Penetration.
That one was better. Let's just try to keep an eye on what's developing here. The reason why I've driven it at the middle of the map, tier 5 game on top tier.
Critical hit.
I need to be where the action is. Heavy tank, I've got no excuse. You know, you have to be part of a push, or you have to be able to support. So I wanted to get the middle, get control of the
Penetration.
and just the
Critical hit.
extreme long range of. Any other scenario, this guy would have been gone. This T-34 is poking up.
Critical hit.
Another critical. Let's see what these guys are up to. T-34 can say, look, that
Enemy
was
armor is
silly.
hit.
I knew he was there, I should have turned sooner. So I've taken a few hits. Down to 387. Building in the road, can we knock this down? Sadly not. Okay. Through the roof, that'd have been cheeky. He's angling up. Good player. Make him hit the rock, bounce that.
We didn't even scratch them.
Sloped armor. One from the T-20.
That one didn't
Another
go
one
through.
bounces off, but you know, the T-34 is moving and hitting them front on. T-28 is backing off. Let's finish this guy. There we
Enemy
go.
vehicle destroyed.
That's number 4. So, I see the KV-1 pushing this group that have gone into the river. T-28 should be able to handle AT-2. Now, we do have another enemy KV-1 that hasn't been spotted. This is just one of those matches where everything kind of worked out.
Enemy armor is hit.
If the KV-1s had came up the middle and met me head on, I would have had a much harder fight. If artillery had held its attention on me, I would have had a much harder time. But right about now, this KV-1's
Enemy
tunneling
is
on
hit.
the medium's, trying to get that kill on the T-34, but that's
Enemy armor is hit. Enemy armor is destroyed.
Unfortunately, couldn't get the roll to save the T-34 in time, but that's kill number 5. So, 304 health, enemy's got 2 tanks left. We know where the T-28 is, we still haven't seen the KV-1. Now, my thought is, I know artillery's gone, just swing right there's the KV-1. So the Mark II swinging into a good position if it weren't for the ridge line. If they were further forward, that would be a perfect position. AT2's getting spanked, I just can't get there. This is as fast as I can go. I'll be honest, I'm feeling a little less than confident. 2 tanks, the T-28 shouldn't be a problem. KV-1, just on DPM, if we've got the same gun, this could go either way. But they now know that we've pushed through. The PZ-34's held up into the base. Alright, so T-28, let's put him out of the game.
Critical hit.
Oh, he buys tracks. Right, I'm angling against KV-1. Now, focus on the T-28, that was a mistake. I should have put the shells out of the
The
KV-1.
radio man is bleeding. We can't rely on him.
Gets one into me. Artillery's trying to help out. Alright, let's put
Enemy armor is
level up.
damaged.
Bounce another. Put T-28 out. There we go.
Enemy
There's 6.
vehicle
That's top.
destroyed.
Alright.
We didn't
Pretty
even scratch them.
Oh, tracks ate it. Oh, I straightened out. Can we get one in?
We didn't
Tracks
even
ate
scratch
again.
them. We're done for. Everyone get out.
Oh, that is heartbreaking. But I think we've done enough to secure the game. And victory overall. Mastery badge in the KV-1. High caliber and a top gun. I think I hit 10 tanks out of 15. Can't go wrong with that. Now, the only reason I was able to hit so many tanks is my immediate thought process was I have to get somewhere where I can be involved. And in Cormoran, that was the center island. It was risky because of artillery, but there was only one piece on the opposition. So calculated risk, but I had to get into the thick of the battle. And I think the point that I'm trying to get across is if you are top tier heavy, you need to be up the front. You know, make a calculation based on the enemy playlist. Look at what they've got. If you've played the game enough, you know where tank destroyers go. Maybe you want to avoid that route till it's been scouted. But generally, in a match like this where it's pretty much all tanks and a little bit of artillery, you need to be up front. You need to be in the fight and you need to be dishing out as much damage as possible. There wasn't anything that we couldn't penetrate in this lineup, though there were a few shots we did manage to bounce, thanks to donkey aiming by myself. And there were some tanks that did do damage to us, but you have to be in the fight. And you have to use every shell you've got, angle your armor, just get in there. And results like this are going to follow. So, overall, it was 3,033 damage, 6 kills, 1,591 base experience. You can't say fairer than that. That's a good result. The more of those I can have, the better. I think if I remember correctly, the WN8 for that match was about 15,000, so I was suitably pleased with that. And the detail breakdown: 42 shots fired, 32 direct hits, 27 penetrations. We took 18 hits in return, 6 of which went through, 12 of which were non-penetrating, 1080 blocked by armor. So, granted, we died in the end, but we were in the thick of it, carried the game, and made sure that our team came out on top. And I think, if there's anything I can impart to anybody, if you are in the top tier heavy, you have to be up front. Don't hold back. Granted, there's a few subtle differences with tanks that can't really tank it up, but you need to be close to the front. Don't pick a bush and not a TD, don't hide. And I'm talking to Tiger drivers in tier 7 matches. You can do so much more. Again, this is my second video for today. There's another one I've uploaded on the channel, Subscriber Replay. Please check that out. It's an IS3 game. Please sound off in the comments below. I'd love to know what you're thinking. Whether you think I'm not making any sense, anything you guys would have done different. If you liked the video, like it. If you dislike it, dislike it. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel. The channel's slowly growing, and I'd like to thank everybody for the support thus far. I will keep coming out with new content as frequently as possible. I'd like to thank you for your time, and this is SDM Kahuna signing off.